What is up? Happy Friday. I talked to Jeff Keighley. He said it was okay for me to be here. So happy Summer Game Fest. I'm Bobby. I am one half of the Casual Hour, and you have stumbled onto Casual Fridays. We're going to be hanging out playing some V Rising. We've streamed this quite a bit, actually, at this point in time on Fridays now, and I'm having a great time. We are just into Act 4, so I would just let you all know you're probably going to see some later game stuff. But I'm happy to give tours of the castle. You can ask questions about builds, be as interactive with me as you'd like to be. I'm happy to answer any questions. But I thought tonight I probably will redo some shelving. I'm going to do some work on the castle. And then I'd also like to maybe take out another boss as I'm getting into that area. I'm finding that we're going to have to work a little bit harder in the last section of these bosses that we're up against right now. So let me equip a weapon so everybody knows where we're at. We're level 70, and we are, as I mentioned, right into Act 4. And that's going to let us start to be matched with 3 people here. I have kind of punched above my weight class a little bit when I've been working my way up, but we've killed 1 person so far, Sir Magnus the Overseer, and they got us the new wide storage shelves. And we got a new Phantom's Veil, which I have equipped. But next up, we can get, a barrel disguise. That would be the last form I could change. It's blood, rural guarding fencing, which is nice. That's a new amulet, blood merlot. What else do we got? Flawless gems, okay. And greater jewels. Out of all these, I'll probably just stick with this one and go for Baron. All right, I need to go and get some more blood, so let me work on that. Oh, we'll probably be looking for, we will be looking for potential servants to bring back here. And this isn't the best blood, but it's blood nonetheless. Let me make this bigger for everybody so they can see what's going on here. Give me 1 second, and this should switch it over. Cool, there we are. All right, so I got some stuff I need to put away still, so let me grab all this, and we'll head back up into the castle. So as I mentioned, I want to do some new shelving, and in some of these areas outside of this room, this main castle that we just walked into, I shouldn't call it the main, but this part of the castle is more the workshop. So we've got two levels here. We've got a whole garden area out here. Let me get into my wolf form so we can move around a bit. I've got a new horse and got a cool blood fountain. Got some stuff growing now. We've got a nice little teleport section down here. But up here is more of like living quarters and base of operation. So this is where we have our throne, and we got all the Castlevania DLC in here. So this is the symphony stuff that they talk about. So you'll see me bouncing around up here. I don't know if there's anything I need to drop off while we're hanging out right now. No. Okay. All right, Bobby. Let's not let ADHD get too heavy for us. But as I was saying, I've got multiple shelves in certain areas. Like in here, this is the one on the right I'm using for most of my blood. But I know that when we beat the last dude, we did get... There's decoration, it says. Where's that at? Is it wall ornaments where that's going to be? I think we got some new wall ornaments, maybe. Or I thought I did, but I definitely got more storage. So I've got these larger... Let me see here. You can see that I've got that size. Now I can put one in that's significantly bigger, which I think I'm going to get into. So I need some grave dust for this, and I got the reinforced planks. This is alchemy, which I believe I have over here right now. So I could probably just move one of these around. Let me do that. We're gonna move these over here for now. I'm gonna grab my grave dust out of this one, and let's build that. Very cool. That looks nice. So it is bigger, but I wonder if it'd be better like that. That's not a bad idea. Let's do this. We'll move some stuff around. I'm gonna grab that shelf, and let's find another spot for it. Can't put it over the windows anymore. Can it go over there? Yeah, we'll put you there. Okay. Now we're gonna move this here. I really like that. I think that looks great. This is just more alchemy, so I can put everything in there. And I thought there was one that was for blood potions. I wonder if this lets me put a container that can hold up to 35 items. I don't think I've used a potion storage. I wonder if that actually uses the blood. Let's grab some glass and see. I've had to do a little upgrade on the castle to fit some of the later game stuff, which is I'm not mad about at all. It's actually really fun trying to piece this stuff together. Let's do reinforced planks. I think I got enough of those cooking. This is our first workshop area. Still using it, still moving and shaking. Do I not have any more reinforced? Did I use all that? What the hell was I thinking? Well, shit. We're gonna need some more iron too, because I don't have a lot of that. Let me make sure I didn't put in one of these. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. I've done a pretty good job staying organized, but I have depleted some resources, and I don't know if I have enough to make any more while we're hanging out. We can certainly try. Yeah, don't have enough. Need one more piece to make one. So we'll make a trip to the iron mines. I started getting silver too, so I've been working with that, which has been a lot of fun. For the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and... I don't think I'm going to have enough. I really don't. Let's go to those mines. They're not too far away, if I remember correctly. Haunted iron. That's where we want to go. All right. Let's go get some iron. I'm going to be pretty leveled up for that. We'll come back and finish this stuff up. I got to tell you. Oh, I'm carrying shit that we can't take. That's right. Hang on. I got to tell you, I have fallen for this game in a way that I was not expecting, but should not be surprised by, knowing what kind of slut I am for these types of games. Put the blood over there. Drop this stuff off. Sorry, y'all. Thought I forgot I needed to offload some stuff so we can travel. That's the one thing that's a little frustrating. I get why they do it. Like, I'm not dunking on it, not shitting on it for it, but you can't fast travel if you're carrying certain items, and that's the problem we're into here. And I'm just going to be sloppy for a second. I'm usually very organized. I'm going to use this chest. I'm just going to dump the rest of this shit in there so we can go and do this really quick. I'll grab it when we get back. Okay. Heading to the Haunted Iron Mines. That's where you fight, I believe, the guy that gets you the Reaper. I think that's who it is. Let's come in over here. We got some time. It'll be daytime soon, but we're going to be underground. So we're just going to cruise. One of the things about the mounts in the game, you get an ability where you can summon your mount anywhere and you can basically resurrect it that way. I don't know why I don't bring my horse with me more often. It is much faster, but I found that just being the wolf, it's just a little bit cozier. And while we're out here, I could use some, let's go ahead and get some quartz. I saw a few of these here, and I know we're getting low on glass also. You know, it looks like at least one of those that we're building is going to require it, so I'm going to stock up while we're out. So I know there's not a ton of you in here right now, but I'll just keep talking for the hell of it. Summer Games Fest for me I was a little let down this year. I don't know why. Like, I think it was there was some cool stuff shown for sure, but I don't know. It didn't feel like I didn't see something on there. I'm like, hot damn, like that is a absolute amazing thing. And I think a lot of it was kind of a known quantity, but I definitely liked a lot of the indie showcases that we saw. I'm just not into competitive shooters, so some of that stuff was lost on me. But I think that there's going to be some cool games coming out for the rest of the year. But I gotta say, like the back half is looking a little thin. All right, y'all, you really wanna go down this path? We'll do it if you really want it. Come get the smoke, as they say. You're level 20. You're worth eating. Better than what I had there. I'm really like, honestly, I think I'm morbidly curious about Microsoft at this point in time. Like, I want them to have a W, but there's just been some really questionable moves this year. I don't need to get into it. We've talked about it on the show. I feel like this is maybe one of the most important. I feel like I've said that a few years now. This is the most important event for Microsoft, but they've got some shit they got to clear up here. They need to put some dates on games. And I think that they need to work on getting back into a favorable state with people after shutting down all the shit that they did. Like, people are, and rightfully so, pissed. They absolutely have been making some moves that are very questionable. Buying up all these studios just to shutter them away is really dumb. I'm not going to backseat direct them. Where the fuck am I going? But I think that they need to figure some shit out. They've got all these great IPs that they haven't touched for a long time. They've announced games years ago. Like, at this point in time, I think it's been like 5 or 6 years that they started talking about their new acquisitions and what they've been doing with it, and they've just hardly shipped a fucking thing. So they need to put some fucking dates out there. They need to say, we're shipping these games this year on this date. And the stuff that they have shipped that they thought was going to be, worth the money, Starfield, Senua, and I know people really liked Hellblade, but it just doesn't seem like they've had the hits that they desperately need here. All right, we are at the mines that we need to be at. We're going to scoot past a lot of these dudes and get into it with some of them. Let me get my spear out to try and take care of some of this. That takes care of you. Send some of my boys out, and then we'll get into shooting here. Got an explosive shot. It's very powerful, as you can see. All right. Got some grave dust. That's always helpful. Don't even try it, man. We're going to clear out and start to mine. Usually a handful of bosses in here. Yeah, we're just going to cruise through here at this point. No problem at all. Right on. Let's get to cracking. So we'll go back. We'll make some more reinforced planks. And from there, I'll start to build some shelves out, and we'll try and take a boss on before we wrap up tonight. I think that sounds like a pretty good use of our time together this evening. I think this is one of the better one of these. It's got a really good loop to it. Combat's been a lot of fun, challenging for sure, and I like the progression a whole lot. Like, take out these bosses, unlock new abilities, come back, kind of use that to get to a better state. I think that's been a very compelling, keep at it, stay on that hamster wheel. And so far, I think I've got like 80 hours into this. Some of that's the early access. I started it, probably put like 6. Oh, we got a boss over here. I don't know if I want to get into a boss fight with one of them. Let's see. She heals too. She's kind of obnoxious. But if she wants it, she can get it. That's on her. Be on standby. She's level 50. It wouldn't be a pushover by any means, but we could handle it. little bit easier than we did the last time. But we'll just keep going through here. I'll do a quick pass and see how much iron we can get. I got it. I got it if you want it, lady.
Luminance.
All right.
Build your gun.
Oop, yeah, she can hit hard. I forgot. God, I did not want to fight her. I try to do a little bit more of like a necromancer. I'm using a lot of this, basically animating corpses. It's been very handy. This is a tough fight the first time. I remember that. She can heal too. Just got to keep her from doing that. Grab some of this. Okay, that one's gone. Yeah, that bless the shot she does is no good. You asshole. Alright, you're done. Let me get back to my iron, lady. It's one less boss to have to worry about in here.
New knowledge acquired.
Ooh. I already have her knowledge. What the fuck do I need new knowledge for? I don't need that. I think there's some health over here still. Maybe I got all of it. Well, we can get back to what we were doing before we were so rudely interrupted. How dare they? And looks like we got even more action up here. There we go. Grab this stuff. Make sure this coast is clear. All right, back to the mine. Back to work. I need to find the merciless build for my mace because I am at a point where I cannot mine the silver ore. I need to have a stronger tool to do that. So that's on the docket also. That comes from researching in the study. That requires scrolls. That also requires thread and paper to make. So you can find drops for it, which is handy. But I'm also at a point now where I can't grind like I want to until we get that knocked out. So we'll do a little bit more here and probably take the back exit. There's a little cave exit on the other side of this, I believe. We can go from there. But if it's, I think 15 pieces make one brick or ingot. What's going on? Happy final shape to you. How's that been treating you? Happy Pride as well. Happy all the things for you, friend. We're playing a little V Rising, just out getting some more iron so I can go back to the castle and build up some new shelves that I'm pretty excited about. So we're going to try, I think that's our boss. No, that's just a guardian. It should be light work. Taking him out. Got a few more. Oh, we got a chest here too. Great, we got a lot of iron here. This is great. We'll do this and then we'll wrap up this cave and head back and get what we need. Cool. Let's grab these things, get the chest, and then we'll mine here. Thank you, and it's been going great. Currently watching a few people play the raid. I finished the main campaign on day 2. Are you happy with what it was? I've seen mixed reviews on Steam. I haven't played Destiny for some time now. And then Chase has also taken a little bit of a break from it. So I haven't heard firsthand from people that I know. I know their opinions on things, I should say. And I know that Destiny is a very special game for you. So are you satisfied with how the Final Shape campaign wrapped up? And we got moons now too, so we can keep doing that. Boom, boom. Get those last 2 deposits over there. Hit those barrels. And we should be good and stocked up. I need to figure out if there's a way to bring these resources back to, I don't think there are. Like, there's some stuff that grows around the castle. I can plant trees and other things to where I don't have to farm that as much. But hopefully we can find a way to not have to come back to these mines all the time. It's not that bad. Just kind of a slog. But we're gonna have plenty. Oh yeah, we got over 1,000 it looks like. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's get back this way, turn into a wolf, and find a swift exit. Which is right up here. Lovely. Very much so. First half was a bit slow, but it started to pick up. Really hit you in the feeling a bit, and Keith David voice is a great choice. Yeah, Keith David's so good. How did you like Prism? How do you like the new subclass on that? It looks really cool. And do you think that this is it? Do you think like Destiny 3 is the next thing that they do? Like, where do you think it goes from here? Because I mean, the Witness was no joke. Like, that was a pretty tough encounter, if I remember correctly. So we'll have enough quartz too. We'll have quartz and we'll have some iron when we get back here. That'll be great. Keith David, he is so good. I wonder who will take over in Horizon. I wonder if they can get Keith David there too. That'd be cool. Come on, y'all, get real. So I've got a pretty good location. I love the location of my castle, and I've got the ability now to build these teleporters that are outside of the warp gates. So once I get to a point, I've got a few people. Zoe and Pierce are playing with me. Pierce hasn't really been on much, but Zoe does play. And she's talking about building her own castle, which would be great. Because then we can just do a quick transportation between the two of them. Let's see here. I'm mixed on that, I guess. I haven't found a build that I like yet. And yes, the final fight took me and my husband 1.5 hours to beat. Holy shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you a warlock or a titan? I can't remember. I thought you were, or am I just completely misremember? It's been years, Cinda. But are you a hunter? I thought you were a warlock or a titan. Okay, let's hide that down. Back at the crib, we got some stuff to drop off. What do we get here? Study. Ooh, Merciless Iron Crossbow. I can go up here and learn some stuff. Warlock. That's what I was. I was a Warlock main. I did switch over to Titan for a few seasons, and I had a great time with it. But Warlock, Space Magic, just too good. Just too good. All right, we can drop that off in this one. Drop those off. Let me drop these as well. Yeah, get all that in there. Great. Switch back over to Wolf. And let's get all this iron deposited into the newly redone forge. There we go. Get it all in there. Start cooking. That takes care of that. Anything else I need to drop off now that we're back here? I got my... that. Okay. We were going to finish building in here. For the time being, I will start to move over what I can. We'll take all this. Let me get rid of the blood really quick. There we go. This will be a quick dump in. Boom, boom. And I think I should be able to just salvage this one now. Move that back. There we go. All right, so we'll let the rest of the iron go. Let me see how many planks I got. I think I have 3 in here that I can use. Nothing in that one. Okay, let's move our planks back over. And what does this one do? Ward of the Damned. I already got a tier on there. The recast attack knocks back a meter, increases damage by 12. Nah, we're going to keep that one the way it is. And I will probably just break this jewel down. Come back for that in a second. Do I have this one unlocked yet? Numbing Cold. I do have some points I need to open up here. Numbing Cold. Numbing Cold. Where are you? There you are. So we'll put that there, and then I have a point I can spend on that. And I have... We'll grab this one. So those are all up to date. D1 Hunter main, and then when they came out with the Slow Nova and Dawnblade, I main Warlock now. My husband calls me a traitor since he's a hunter. And yes, after 10 years, I think this is the end of the game of Destiny. Yeah, I think that's fair. I know that there's been, financially speaking, I think there's still a lot of people playing it. But from what I've been reading on some of the sites and whatnot, it's that Sony would like to see more financial gain from Destiny. So I don't know what they would do, right? Like if Destiny 3 comes out outside of like the initial rush of people buying the game at full price or whatever, well, if it was free to play or seasonal, whatever they end up doing, I don't know if the monetization that they've got in place is making them the return that like some of these other games with war bonds and battle passes has been. But I don't want to start, eroding player enjoyment by the sake of making more money. If you focus only on the dollar, you're missing the point. But I'd hate to see Bungie not be able to do something that they care about like this, because I know that they love Destiny, and for good reason. It's a solid ass game. But I think they've had some hoops and hollers to get through with all the changes and just seasons and the delays and being bought out. Like there's been a lot they've had to navigate. I mean, 10 years making the same thing's a long time. I mean, I'm sure people are still just as committed to it, but that's a hard road to go. And I know that they've got Marathon that's supposed to be coming out, their extraction shooter, and I'm excited to see what that looks like. That was a hell of a trailer where they used that Justice song. Was that last Game Fest, or was that Game Awards? Anyway, that was a hell of a trailer. I've heard, not personally, I've read, I should say, that there might be some trouble there on that front, but Bungie is an incredibly gifted studio, incredibly gifted, and I think that they make, and even if you don't like Destiny, if you're one of those folks that do not like Destiny, I promise you cannot refute that it's the best feeling shooter out there. Like that's just not a better gunplay game than Destiny. So we'll see. Like, I really want to see what happens next for that studio. I wish them nothing but the best. I've got a ton of just respect and enjoyment for them. Been playing Bungie games for decades at this point, so would hate to see them not be a thing anymore. That would be no good. Oh, Bobby, you idiot! You put all your stuff over here. Remember? See, this is why you just can't rush the process, y'all. Trust the process. Don't rush it. I just think that the way I play games now, especially with the podcast, like when we first started the podcast, it was 2016. So Destiny had only been out for a little bit. And Chase, who does the show with me, that's where we really bonded. He and I just spent hundreds of hours on Destiny. And as I started to play more games, it became one of those things where it's like, I kind of like, I'll stick through games and like I'll beat a game. Like I'm playing 80 hours of this one right now. But I do find myself in a spot where Destiny, even if Bungie says otherwise, is a game that really wants to be your main squeeze. And I have limited time with work to play games the way I want to. And I just don't want to feel like I don't make the progress. Like I can play an hour of V Rising and kill a boss, upgrade some shit, work on the castle, and feel very fulfilled. But I'm not really playing with people as much anymore either, so it would be like kind of solo going it and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. I've been tempted. I do this every time. Anytime a new season of Destiny comes out, I'm like, oh, should I? And then I do it, and I'm always like, why'd you do that? You know that you're not playing as much as you used to. Why are you doing this, you big idiot? All right, let me see if I can actually put blood in this. I don't know if this is only a potion, which it looks like it is. I might put that back in the prison. I don't know if I need that right now. We'll get rid of it. Good to know. But I do need a spot to hold blood, and I don't think I have that besides just more alchemy. And to make one of those, what was this again? Empty glass bottle. I need 8 of those. I don't think I have that. I can maybe make them. Where the hell do I make a glass bottle at? Hold, please. That's just glass. I think I can make it. Let me check. I think that might be... Is that a furnace? It is. All right. Yeah, let's... I don't know if I can make... I don't have enough to make those. I'm not going to fuck with that right now. Well, if you ever decide to jump back in, I'll be more than happy to play with you, and I get that feeling. I have 3 things that I need to finish, and I'm wrapped in Destiny and have FOMO. I get it. And look, if I was ever to dip back into it, I would absolutely hit you up. That's not even a question. I would love to play with you. We'll see. I'm sure I will eventually make my way back to it. That's just how these things go. And from there, we'll see how it goes. Consumable storage. What do you require? Glass bottles for that too. Okay, maybe I'm going to be making some of this. These are scrolls. I don't know if I want to give up scrolls, but I might have to. I don't really think I need to. I've got that stuff set up in a pretty decent way right now. So plants, I could probably make that work. Do one of those. Just plant fiber. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to take all this. I will get rid of some of these here. Oh, can't take all of it. Maybe I can at least move it, and then we can put that new one down. There we go. Hell yeah. I like it. Get all those plants over there. Got all the room in the world now. And I can probably grab the one that I had here, and then we'll disassemble these. How's work been? How's things going there? More of the same, getting better, going well. Talk to me. Throw that there. Do I have anything in this one? Oh, that's not my blood. Oh, hearing lots of sirens. Hopefully everything's okay. It's a bit better. Some major changes happen. I saw some stuff around leadership changes. I don't know a lot about it, but I saw some stuff. So Sarah turns 40 tomorrow. So we're going to be celebrating her with all of my love and glory that I can. So we went out tonight and got a couple drinks just to kind of kick things off. And we ended up talking about prior life of work and just highs and lows and all the in-betweens with it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Wouldn't change it for the world. Very thankful for my time there. But I've got some cool stuff going now. It's different. It's different. I miss a lot of what I got to do there. I'll say that much. And it was a tough run. It was a tough run there at the end. A lot of hard things to navigate in a really shitty time, especially when people depend on you to kind of know the answer to stuff and you weren't getting it. That sucked. But you live and you learn. and you control what you can, and you look back with your head held high. And I think that's what we got to do. Like, you'll never hear me say a bad thing about it. I will absolutely do that. I will absolutely do that. Yeah, I'd heard that was the case. I hope sorry, taking the drink there. I hope things are going good that route. I need to pop in. Honestly, I've been I just don't use that ecosystem as much anymore, you know. Like, I do a lot of stuff on my PC, and it's been fine. Like, there's definitely some stuff I still use other way around, but so far no complaints. I do need to build a bigger one of these. Let me see if I can, what I need to do, the tailor one here. Cloth and reinforced plank. I put all that up, I think. Do I have enough cloth? That's the question. I need to make some more cloth to do this. Oops. All right. Leather and that. All right. We can mess with that in a second. Whew, boy. A lot of work tonight. A lot of things to do. Yo, what is going on? Aimless Nerd, happy Pride to you. How's the night? I got all kinds of cool people popping in tonight. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. It's great to have someone to talk to. All right, I needed to get plants, and I got leather up there. That'll be what I can use to make some cloth. So I'll get that cooking. I hit my 5-year next month and hoping some new movement happens soon. So trying to get extra pro. I think you'd be phenomenal at either one of those. I would absolutely endorse you for either one of those. If that matters, that, you know, anymore. Not that my name has anything to do with that decision anymore, but I would absolutely endorse that move. 100%. That is what I call a no-brainer. Night is good. Just got home from dinner at Amigo Joe's. I love Amigo Joe's. That place is great. What's your go-to? Are you tacos, burrito, chimichanga, fajitas, enchiladas, tamales? What's the go-to? I know it's like the same thing kind of wrapped up, but what'd you get? You know what? I think while we're just hanging out, I'll start cooking some more leather up. That's getting us our cloth. I needed the reinforced planks. Damn it, Bobby. Quesadillas. Can't go wrong with a quesadilla at all. I know it's like the new hotness, but bear with me here. I'm a big birria fan because one of my favorite sandwiches is a French dip. And birria tacos are just French dip tacos. It's the best of both. I love it. It's so damn good. All right. I was going to get reinforced wood. That's what we came down here for. We had, I need to make some more. Got to keep that cooking. We had Mexican the other night. Tonight I had a really good, it was kind of like Mexican adjacent. It was a slow roasted, like pork roast sandwich that had a salsa verde on it. We got it at the Side Project Brewery tonight. It's been really good. It's just one of those things that, like, it was in between like a chimichurri and a verde, but on this like slow roasted pork. It was so good, and I had a really good beer with it tonight. It was a great night. Aimless, we were out tonight celebrating early. Sarah turns 40 tomorrow, so we were all just up in our feelings, hanging out, getting things ready to go. We're gonna have a fun day tomorrow. We got dinner reservations. We might do some Top Golf. And there's a new winery that Sarah wants to check out, so we might go get some wine, hang out, keep it pretty low key. It wasn't supposed to rain. I think it might rain tomorrow now. Oh, here's me, Vampire Bobby, hanging out. He's all right. Let me finish getting these last few things here, and then I can give you all a tour of the castle if you want to see it. Kind of walk you through how this all comes together. I need one more of those, and I can go up there and build that, put this stuff away. We'll do that, and then I'll give a tour, potentially. Okay. So I keep going to the wolf form. That's the other thing. Like I have all these different ones. I have a human form, rat, soul of the wolf. It can be a bear, a toad. This is dominate human. This is to where you can like bring them back and either imprison them and use them for like blood potions. Here, this is blood hunger. It lets you know the blood types of people around you because that's like you can get better skills and buffs to your character this way. So if I wanted to be more of a rogue or more of a brute or a warrior, and I got somebody with that blood, it's going to let me get a percentage on it. Here is blood mend, expose vein. If I wanted to like let a partner get some of my blood so they can get the same build, that's how you do that. And dominate mount is how you get the horse to come back with you there. So I can also be a spider. But I go to the wolf because it has a 60% movement increase. And so if I'm just out here hustling, working around the castle, that's why. Okay, I should have enough of that now. And let's see, I do. I can build this nice big one. Look at that. We can get rid of both of those if we wanted to. Do we need to get rid of both is the question. Oh, it's lovely. What a lovely little setup here. Take all. That's going to be, can I fit all this in there? I got so much shit. Oh, beautiful. And then I can just get rid of these. Get some more resources to dump back in there. Great. All right, so let's do, let me go out to the front here and I'll do a proper tour because I need to end up in my room and I'll show that off here. So I picked this area for the castle. This is the map. I've got most of it uncovered so far. This is the Fairbane Woods is where you start. You basically do most of the game down here at the beginning. And as you get into the Axe, you start to move up here. The ruins of Mortium, you can see that there's going to be these vampire cemetery. These are where you get special weapons. So these rifts open up. They're hard, but that's where I can go. And that's like, this is the end game stuff. So there's only one way in. This game can be PvP, but I'm playing on PvE. When you first come into it, I've got a storage room over here. This is where I used to keep everything. And now I've kind of moved it by room, but this is where, like, if anybody wants to come over and play with me, I have like extra armor. As I'm leveling up, I just put their armor in here and they can come into this if they're like a brand new player or whatever. So I got like a little extra storage. Over here on the right is the forge. And you've got an anvil, you've got your furnace. This ancestral forge is how you make ancestral weapons, fabricator, and all the fun stuff, smithy, workbench, storage. Over here is my alchemy lab. So this is where I can make my potions. This is where I put my vampire blood. This Stygian summoning circle, once I get more of those rifts, I can bring out certain enemy types to fight here. And this is the type of drops they have, so I don't have to go out and farm. I can just do it right here at the castle, which is nice. So I have that summoning circle there. So again, forge, alchemy, that's upstairs. This was the original workshop, and this is the teleporter. We don't have another spot to go to quite yet. The castle heart, you have to keep pumping blood into. That's what powers everything around here. This is another alchemy area. This is my blood press where I can make different types of blood. A vermin nest lets me summon rats that I use for making healing items. This devourer is, it breaks down items to their original form. So if I got something I don't need, I want to have like an emerald, which is what I got from that jewel. That's how we do that. Over here is more of like the grinder and sawmill area. I also have a woodworking bench where I can make picture frames and other sculpted woods for more of the decorations around here. And then I have a prison cell. So I just grabbed somebody because it was part of the quest. But in theory, what I can do is they have a blood down here. So if I found somebody that had a blood type that met my build better, like a rogue, I could then imprison them. And this is really inhumane, so just bear with it. It's a fucking game. I can tap into their blood, make a potion, and then I don't have to feed as much. I can just drink that potion and become that blood type. So I am looking for somebody. He's a rogue 39. You can go up to a rogue 100. I'm going to work on getting hundreds there. So that's the main level, basic workshops. Over here, We go upstairs. I'm still building this area out. As I do more of the rift work that I just called out, we can get passive abilities. I haven't unlocked those yet. This is a art of recollection, so I can respec my character if I need to. This is the library / study. I can make paper here, and I can do research. So this is like not quite a skill tree, but it kind of plugs into it in a way. So I can find structures, armor, and weapons that I'll be able to craft. And I can either supply 75 scrolls or find these on my own. And you find books like this. So these are things I already have that I leave in the library for other people on the server to come and grab if they need it. And then around the corner is just a research. This was the first one of this here. And then as we come around, we go back into the tailor area. This is where I can craft all my new armor and capes. Over here is a tannery that makes leather. This is a loom that makes cloth. And then this is a leather working station that makes bags. And then saddles, so I can make those as well. And then back here is all about jewel cutting and gems, so I can upgrade and make jewels and all that stuff. And if we come around the corner, this one of the other reasons I picked this location is that it had some natural ruins, and I just built into this side. So this all loops around, but this is a really cool. So if you're into Castlevania, you should recognize a lot of what's going on here. So this is my throne, and from here I get kind of a Assassin's Creed Brotherhood kind of team management. So as I bring people back, I can convert them in to being servants here at the castle that will go out and fight, defend, and bring back resources, which is great. So I've got this area, and I thought this would kind of be like a cool, just grand hall. Back here around the corner, oh, there's Sarah. She is helping out. She is a rogue that's protecting this area. I can see these realms and rifts and what we have going on with those. So if I clicked in on here, I could see a little bit about the progress and what's going on with it. I haven't done much with the second floor. That's where I have everybody hanging out for the time being. So if we come up this way, I built another floor, and I thought we can just use this if we outgrow the other, like overflow. I could put more rooms on here if people join the server also. Sounds like a bad version of The Sims. You know, a little bit. And then up here is where I have my room, and then for the time being, Zoe, she's over here until she finds her own castle, and then I don't know, I'll leave that for somebody else. But my room's pretty bare. Extra weapons, extra armor, jewels, and then the bed. But the cool thing is I can just jump off my balcony and do a little shortcut to get back down. And then this is the garden area that I got, where we can go and harvest what I've been growing if I need it. And then over here, I can summon tombs. So if I wanted to harvest certain things, I could do that by summoning these undead and fight them and get their resources. Ideally, I shouldn't have to go out and hunt stuff down. All right, so I need to put away the glass for the time being. It is a lot like that. So like there's a whole sim management. There's a whole like Animal Crossing build out your village type thing here. And then you have kind of Diablo-esque fighting. So you go out, and that's the whole thing here. You start off in Act 1, and you work your way up fighting things level 16 to 20, and you work all the way up to Dracula, and you get to fight Dracula, which is really cool. So I just got into Act 4 this morning, and I've already taken out one person from there. So got that going. Yeah, that's the castle. That's kind of what we have here. I should have dropped off some coins while I was at my room, so I'm going to go do that really quick. There's vendors, so there's different currencies you can get. Copper is what you start off with. And you can buy books. You can buy hats, spells, other shit. I haven't been spending a lot of money because I'm finding the game's been really generous. Like great loot drops. You can find what you need relatively simply. These are just where I'm keeping all those. So we'll jump back down and I will throw this wood back there. And in the last 10 minutes, it's going to be daytime. I don't know if I want to try starting a fight this late into the stream because we're going to be wrapping up here soon. I don't know if there's anything else I need to build. We've got some shelves built already. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Material storage, because we've got a lot in there. I could build one of those. What does that require? Copper and reinforced? How's our reinforced stuff coming? Not great, because I ran out of iron. And I was cooking a bunch of that. Let me go grab some cooked iron here. This game is on PC only, but I have good news for anybody watching. If you don't have a PC setup and you have a PlayStation 5, this game will be coming out on June 11th for PlayStation. And I don't know how it will work, but there are like I have a dedicated server that I pay for. So the cool thing about it is that I don't have to be online for other people to hop in here to this world. So they can just come and go as they need to. But yeah, this will be hitting PlayStation. Did a whole like 1.5 year early access on PC, and it runs really good. My castle, there's so much here that my FPS does go down a little bit compared to like other parts of the game, but I'm running this full tilt max settings with no issues. It runs really well. I've played with the controller also. The controller is great. I just do a lot of building. So building controls I find are much better with mouse and keyboard, but I could probably go back and forth if I wanted to. So once I get a little bit more wood, I'll build that out. Don't need any more books. We already looked into those things. I've got the armor. Crafting, I've got all the tables built. Refinement, that's all done. Research is done. I've got my plots out there. I have a teleporter built. All this stuff, I got that done. Think we're good. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I would love to catch up sometime. Best of luck with everything. Glad you got to play Destiny. Take care. I'm going to be signing off here in like 10 minutes too. So thanks for tuning in. Righty. Let's see here. Decoration. I could put some more of those up. Actually, I have some of that wood back here, and there's a few spots I'd like to put some picture frames up while we're waiting. So let me grab some of my sculpted wood, which is over here, and we'll make some frames with that. And that's what we use this table for. What is this one? Oh, planks, not sculpted. Duh. No problem. Let's do 20 of you. That'll keep me busy. Do. Anything in the grinder? Ooh, spectral dust. Put you in there. We got plenty of stones, I think. Yeah, we're doing good there. You can come out. Oh, was there something over here that I was seeing about that lets me do? I can use those stone. I'll grab 2 frames and we'll keep running around here. Let me see something. I thought I was reading that I could use the advanced forge to furnace, sorry. Alright, that's that. Smelting that. Not much else I need to do there. I was going to put some frames up in here. I thought that would be kind of cool from a decoration standpoint. Where's it going to go? Paintings. Noise. What did I want to put in here? I've got some of these up other places. I don't have a whole lot of you. That's pretty cool. Put that one there. What's this one? Dope. There. Get some of those up while that's going. Boom. I did get the Merciless. I have some ancestral stuff for that too. What do I need for those? Ruby, grader, reinforced. I'm just cooking all that stuff. Let's I think we're at a point to wrap up. Let's talk about that. I'll do a quick little hot take on some of the stuff from Summer Games with y'all too. So this was more or less just me getting resources and this talking a little bit about the castle. We didn't get to the boss fight tonight, but we will get there. I didn't want to get too far out, not knowing what I was getting into tonight. This week we had a lot of fun stuff going on. Chase and I talked at length about the 2012 movie Indie Game the Movie. There was a retrospective article written on Polygon by Ollie Welsh, and Ollie was talking about looking back on a movie with reverence and how different the landscape for indie gamers are right now and just indie developers in general. So we had a really good discussion on that. We talked about some new games. I gave some updates on Haunty. I talked about V Rising. Chase started playing Doom. You can follow along, by the way, right there with all those things. If you want to follow with what we are, and if you want to follow me directly, I'm on the internet too. Monday night, Chase and I played Zet Zillions, which is a really cool take on a roguelike deck builder. The writing's fine, but the mechanics of that game is great. And tonight, of course, was V Rising. Next week, we are going to be diving into just another What You've Been Playing episode of our show. If you've not watched our show live, you can find it literally on any podcast platform. Casualhour.com will get you to all of our links. We have a bunch of quick looks up on our YouTube page. We put all of our VODs over there as well. And we're very active on social, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. And we've been live streaming on mobile for a couple of weeks now, and it seems to be going really well. So like and subscribe, follow where you can. I don't know what we're going to play on Monday yet. I've got a few demos downloaded, and we've... I think the Next Fest is starting up, and maybe there's something from Summer Games Fest we can check out. But I greatly appreciate you all hanging out. I hope you all take care of yourself. Don't be strangers. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Central, right here on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm Bobby. Chase is the other half of the show. You can find him on Monday nights with me and on Wednesday when we do our podcast.